Well, welcome back. I know I've been absent for the last few months. Finally found some time to jump back on here, just give everybody update on what's been going on, where I've been. It's just been one hell of a year, one thing after another. Stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to be throwing up some photos that I've taken since I've been on last. Last time I made a video, I was out in Idaho photographing some birds. And also in that video, I mentioned I had to stay in one spot because I had some stuff going on at home. I kind of had to wait and see what was going on. So I figured I'd fill everybody in, try to make this video as quick as possible. My first video back on the road after a few years, I mentioned during that time I had some family emergencies going on, and I figured I'd just fill everybody in. Last August, sadly, my dad's wife passed away, and while he was up there for that, he ended up wrecking his car, totaling his car out. 2 days after that, ended up with a heart attack and stroke. So I ended up spending about a month up there with him in the hospital up in Maine. We finally were able to get him back down home. He was getting better. Got him back down to Florida in December of 24, and I was back down in Florida in January because he started declining pretty quick. They diagnosed him with vascular dementia, and it came on quick and hard. So in February, finally had to find a home to put him in, memory care unit, and he was doing pretty well in there. I ended up going back on the road back in June, and I was able to make it all the way up to Idaho where I made that last video. And that's when I got the call from my brother that he had gone to the hospital. Sorry, I'm driving north to my brother's in Maryland. But we received a call from my brother that he went to the hospital from the memory care unit. Wasn't doing that great. So I hightailed it from Idaho all the way down to Florida in about a day and a half. It was about 2,500 miles. Got down there on the 7th of July. My brother met me down there. After 2 days of being in Florida, I got rear-ended. And come July 12th, sadly, he passed away. So I've been down in Florida this whole time, taking care of the estate, get everything in line, and to be able to get him up to Maine where he's going to be placed with his wife, where they're both originally from. But also, while down in Florida, like I said, it was just one thing after another. I did find some time to decompress, to go visit my cousin down in the Florida Keys, spent about a month down there with him, fishing, diving for lobster. Good time to decompress. After all that, had a bunch of things go wrong with the truck. When I was out west, I started having check engine lights come on, had it red, had a bunch of codes. So instead of trying to chase the codes down, which I try to usually do myself, I just took it to a Chevy dealership, paid a couple $100. That way they could just tell me what's wrong with it so I could fix it. I try to do all the work I can on my own. And they hit on that real quick. If you guys ever, now if your vehicle's under warranty, awesome, they'll take care of it. But if you ever have your vehicle taken in to find out what's wrong with it, if you're any type of mechanically inclined, have them tell you exactly what's wrong with it. Have them tell you exactly what parts, because they will screw you. It's just ridiculous. I had one part I knew I was going to have to change, knock sensor. For example, I got the part for $140 online. They wanted almost $600 for the part, and they wanted another $400 some dollars to put it on. And it's right there on the firewall under the hood. It took me 10 minutes to change. Another thing, there was a relay in the fuse box. They wanted $218 to change it. It's literally just changing a fuse. Pop the fuse box, pull it out, put one in. 5-second job. They wanted $218. Another module I had to change right above the spare tire. They wanted over $500 to do that job. Literally took longer to lower the spare tire down to get to it than it did to do the job. 2 bolts, unplug it from the pigtail, plug it in. So I spent $600 on parts. They wanted parts and labor over $3,000 to do all the work. So if you're any type of mechanic inclined, just have them tell you what's wrong. So if it's something you can change on your own, do it, because it's just ridiculous how many people they're screwing over that don't know what they're doing. That's my small rant on that. On top of that, on the way back from Idaho, the fridge in my camper stopped working. Spent a bunch of money on that, on a new cooling unit, on a thermistor, and still not working. I just couldn't hang down around Florida anymore. Had to get to my brother's so we can get the main. So I ordered one more part. I'll put it on up here when I get to my brother's. And hopefully that fixes it, because other than that, there's only one other part, and as far as we can tell, it's working just fine. So right now, no working fridge in the camper. So I just kind of been hit from left and right, all sides. It's just been crazy. So the plan, I don't like to make plans, because if you make plans, something will always go wrong, and then you're disappointed. Don't make plans, then you can't be disappointed. But where we're going to be at in Maine, it's just south of Bangor, Maine, right on the coast. And where we're staying, you can literally see the Acadia National Park from where we're going to be staying on an island. Once we're done up there, which would be the 25th, we'll be heading out. So I'm going to hopefully go hit the Acadia National Park and slowly make my way down to my mom's in Pennsylvania, because I got one more thing to figure out on my truck. I got a small fuel leak that I'm going to have my buddy check out. I just can't figure it out, and try to get that fixed before I hit the road. And from there, I'm going to head southwest down to Texas. I got a cousin there, and his son-in-law just fenced in 400 acres and brought in a bunch of elk and a bunch of big buck. And I'm hoping to try to get down there before they start shedding their antlers. So I think that'd be some awesome photography. They're kind of trapped in a 400-acre area. They come down near the house every night. So hopefully they still got their antlers and we can get some nice photographs. Other than that, for everybody has stayed subscribed, thanks very much. I've had people subscribe and then unsubscribe, which is kind of understanding, because people subscribe and all of a sudden I'm absent for no videos for 3-4 months. But I just been trying to take care of things. Family and all that is just more important than YouTube. Thanks for everybody that has subscribed and stays subscribed. I will be getting back to it once I get back on the road. It probably won't be until maybe beginning and middle of November. But like I said, there towards the end of October, hopefully I can get a couple videos in while up in Maine and up in the Northeast. Appreciate everybody hanging in there. Right after this, throw those photos up. You saw my last video, I was trying to photograph some birds that I saw that are right near my truck. And of course, the day I did the video, they didn't really show up. And then the following day, they were just all over the place. Got photos of 3 different bald eagles, a real young one, more of an adolescent one, and the adult one. They're all flying around. Got one grabbing a fish. Just really awesome. And those other birds I was looking for that day. Go ahead and throw those up. Also got some photos of some birds in the backyard of my cousins down in Lake Okeechobee. One bird I've always wanted to photograph, if I'm saying it right, Rosetta spoonbill. We're able to get like 20 feet from him. It was really awesome. Throw those up now. Check them out. Hope you enjoy them. And we'll see you again as soon as I can.